Hello, everybody. Welcome to the pre-show of a Stackers Gathering. Just getting some things lined up here. Get started here in about 10 minutes. Hope everyone's doing well. Got a little bit of a change up this evening. We're going to get through some bingo ball spin-offs here. Have to get some people ready for, hey, Jeff, good to see you. Gotta get some people, some bingo ball numbers for this upcoming bingo night on September 4th. So we're going to be doing that first and foremost, get that out of the way, and then we'll get started on the rest of the show. We have about, I think 4 or 5 people that need their balls called out. So I want to get that going here when we start up. HVAC, good to see you. Still Ringer, hello. Glad you made it home. Hope all's well there. John Pierce, welcome. Donald, New Mexico, if you're still here, hello. The chat will show the dial-in number here in a few minutes if you guys want to come on up to the panel. Should post here in just a few minutes here. Robert, yeah, I did see that subscription. Thank you for doing that and subscribing to Who's Your Stacker. Appreciate that, Robert. And I actually have your bingo ball numbers on the spreadsheet already, so we're good to go there for September 4th. Now, still, all the rain is completely surrounding my area, but nothing's coming to my neck of the woods. It's very dry in southern Indiana compared to everything all around us. It's getting wet in some fashion or another. Not here. Hello, Richard. Good to see you, my friend. I already scrambled up your numbers still, so you'll see that here here on the spreadsheet here in a couple minutes. But yeah, I saw your text or your email wanting me to scramble with the numbers, so I went ahead and already did that for you. And if there's any lag this evening, let me know, because the last couple of days I've been having internet connection issues to the point where I've actually had to restart my modem. And in fact, the last time I went live, we had problems. So, or not even live. The last time that I had a quick meeting with Steel and HVAC for the upcoming bingo night game, I lost my network connection. So let me know if you start noticing any lagging or anything like that, or any audio distortion or anything like that. Hello, BR Williams, welcome. So this evening, we are going to, hello, Amanda C. I got you on my list, my dear, to spin out some bingo balls for you. So for this evening, the game plan is we're going to get the bingo balls spun out first and foremost, get them out of the way. There's 4 or 5 people that need their bingo balls spun out. And I think what we're going to do is maybe every 2 or 3 days, I think I'm going to go live just to see if there's anyone else out here that wants to be on the bingo night. So maybe every 2 or 3 days, do that to make sure we're not missing anyone. Demo Dan, welcome to the show, my friend. I think you're a first timer here. Welcome. Hello, Dobbs. Welcome to the show. Thanks for swinging by. So yeah, for this evening, what we're going to do is we're going to do the bingo balls. We're going to start that first and foremost, get that out of the way in case it goes long. I do have to finish the show by 8:20 in order to go to work. So we'll do that first and foremost, and then we'll talk a little bit about the bingo show, and we're going to talk a little bit about BYOB. Well, I call it BYOB and T. So very common term out here in the stacking community. It's be your own bank, and I'll even throw in there be your own bank and trust no one. BYOB and TN. BYOB and TN. Be your own bank and trust no one. And yeah, that's definitely something, especially for people new into the stacking. Definitely something that we need to keep in mind when we are going into this journey, into our stacking journey. So we'll talk a little bit about that, and we'll talk a little bit about the upcoming bingo night, spin out some balls, and I do have a couple of pieces of metal to go through this evening. We'll save that towards the end in case we run out of time. But do have some email or some mail call to go through. Gilbert Rogers, welcome to the show, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for swimming by. Mufid, welcome, my buddy. How's it going? I hope everything's well with you and yours. How did just curious, how did your auction event go last weekend? I was not able to participate in anything, barely anything last weekend. So I was, in fact, I was dead to the world. So I didn't even get a chance to really participate in anything this last weekend. So just curious, how did your auction go? I know that was the first time for you, and I believe you said in your promoting it that it was going to be your first time and only time or something like that. So I'm just curious on how that went. I don't do auctions myself, but you know, each to their own. Some people love them, some people don't like them. So I rather not be spending money all the time. I'm poor. Very cool, Dibble Dan. Congratulations on that. Now, I've seen those. Those are pretty sharp looking coin. Are they is it a high relief coin? I am curious about that, if it's a high relief. Hello, Silver Loving Lou. Good to see you, my dear. Good to see you. I was thinking, no, I already shipped that out to you, Lou. So you should have gotten a package from me, from your giveaways from the last bingo. Now, let me know you got that. I think you did. But let me know. Double check. Hello, love button, my dear. How are you this evening? Welcome. No, train wreck. Well, I hate to hear that moving. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. I don't know, you know, that's a little rant. I got a couple minutes I can rant about this, and then we're going to get the show going. But you know, you've been a businessman for what, 28 years or something like that? Only for the banks to do that to you for no. Did they even give you a reason? Come on. I mean, it's not like you're fresh into starting a business. You've been doing it for a while. So yeah, that's stupid. I don't know why they would have done that in the first place, but glad you got it straightened out. And I see Steel Ringer there with video. in the back or in the backstage, so I'm going to bring him up here in just a minute. And so if anyone else out here who wants to come up to the panel, you're more than welcome to do that. Oh, really? They claim that, oh, jeez. That's, yeah, that's BS, Move It. That's just, yeah. Again, you've been a honest, business person for what, 28 years or something like that. And only for them to pull that on you, that's BS. I'd be looking for a different bank and if it was me, but that's just me. Heaven forbid you send something legitimately overseas for family or whatever. They think all transactions have to occur inside the United States. That's BS. Sounds like that's what it was. They saw you moving money across international borders, and they froze your. Yeah. The banking industry is the devil. Just so everybody knows. But I think everyone out here knows that already. All right, we're gonna get the show on the road. Thanks for stopping by a Stackers Gathering. Welcome aboard. We will see you here in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Hello, stackers. Who's your stacker coming at you from Southern Indiana? Welcome to a Stackers Gathering. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out here for a little bit this evening. Do appreciate that. Good, a lot of good people out here this evening. Move it, see you. I see you there in the back stage here. Bring you up here in just a second. Silver Loving Lou. Still Ringer. Love Button. BR Williams. Dimple Dan, welcome and good congratulations on that Coast Guard coin. I am curious if that coin is a high relief or not. I've been watching them. Richard Metcalf, Gilbert Rogers, welcome. A lot of good people out here this evening. Dobbs, welcome. And Jeff Crumpler. So yeah, let's talk about Mufid here for a second. I'm gonna bring him up along with Steel real quick here. Hey, Mufid. You there? Hello.
Hey,
Mufid.
how are you?
There you are. How you doing, Mufid?
Pretty good. How are you?
All right. So yeah, I was curious about how your auction went. Like, I didn't get a chance to do anything last week. I was dead to the world. So so it didn't go over as well as you were hoping, huh?
No, actually, it just didn't go like I wanted. I wanted to go a little bit smoother, and it was kind of like a big waste of time. But anyways, I'm over it. Yeah, you were talking about my situation. I found out what happened. It wasn't actually because I bought coins or anything like that. It wasn't because I was doing the build searches. The reason for it was because when my granddaughter passed away, not too long ago, I
Right.
sent money to my daughter to Singapore. I sent her 35 grand, and that's what happened.
Oh,
They
really?
thought that's what it was all about, and it ticked me off. And I ended up asking. I could have went and asked one of my uncles for a loan, and I didn't have to do an auction or anything like that. But I figured people wanted some stuff, and I could just get away with what I had to get by. Um, I ended up actually taking a loan, calling my uncle up late Sunday night, and told me, "Listen, borrow me 50 grand. I'll just get back to you." And he gave it to me, no questions asked. And I paid my guys literally Tuesday, and took care of them with nice bonuses. They waited for their money and they didn't quit. But but from the thing that I got out of it, people are saying things that I was trying to scam and take care of advantage of the community, which really I didn't appreciate. I've been collecting coins when I was a little kid, and stopped. I got back into it, and I'll be honest with you, I just stumbled across the coin community on YouTube um, back in March or something like that, and the first channel I came across was Rob Finds Treasure, and I was like, "Damn, all right, cool, I like this," and I fell in love with the community. And ever since I got on, I was supporting the community. And then for somebody to accuse me of being a scammer and trying to take advantage of the community, when I'm putting up my own stuff, completely, completely, gave me a bad taste in my mouth, and I didn't appreciate that.
Yeah. I didn't hear about that part. I heard your banks got frozen. I'm like, what the hell for? You're a businessman for 28 years. Why the hell did they freeze your accounts now? And then I do recall your granddaughter passing away, which my condolences there. But yeah, I mean, just you're trying to help out your family overseas, and apparently you can't help out your family overseas, according to the banking industry.
Yeah,
Not without getting flagged and frozen, apparently.
Yeah, which is crazy because I'm dealing with a number of different banks that offer. I mean, I'm a HVAC contractor, and I see the guy on the right of me is a HVAC contractor
Here we
also.
go. Hey, HVAC.
Good evening.
So I mean, it's crazy because I do offer financing and all of that stuff. So I have, I'm dealing with things. I got guys I'm dealing with. My dealers and stuff like that. And it just hit me from out of the blue because I was actually, I didn't realize what was going on. So I was actually at the gas station buying cigarettes and coffee that morning, and my card was declined. I was like, wait a minute, this never happened to me. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then I tried another debit card and same thing. I tried another and another and another. I'm like, all right, something's got to be going on. So I called the banks, and they're like, yeah, your accounts are frozen.
So
And
it
that's
just
where my
wasn't.
numbers.
So it just wasn't one bank then. All your accounts, different banks.
Yeah, I have 4 different banks that I deal with, and
So the idea of saying screw you, go to a different bank wouldn't have made a difference in this case. Sounds like.
yeah, and it's funny because the small bank account that I have just set for my scrap metal. I'm pretty sure the other gentleman the other contractor. I get a lot of scrap air conditioners, and I scrap it, average between 6 to 13 grand a year just off of scrap metal. That's what I've been using to stack my copper, stack the silver and gold with. and people were saying, "Wait a minute, this guy's saying his bank accounts are frozen." But the small account got unfrozen, and I was actually doing super chats and buying stuff. But for someone to sit there and say, "Yeah, how can he do this?" They need to worry about other things and what other people are doing. I'm in good standings with all these streams, and if I was, doing such negative things throughout the community, my name would have been garbage, and they wouldn't promote or help me promote my auction. So stop and think about that for a minute, guys. Words are damaging.
Oh yeah.
It's not cool, especially when somebody's doing nothing but being supportive of different streams. And yeah, you guys see, I buy things that I know what things go for. I can easily buy a mint set for $10 on Amazon, $5 or whatever. But it's not a matter of just buying what I want. It's a lot of it's support. And people, if they want to hate on me, that's fine. I can care less. But at the same time, I'm not gonna let people's judgments deter what I'm gonna do, because that's not the man my father raised.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that you got bent over by the banking industry for something that was legitimately something that was of not laundering. But you know how things are these days. Anything that looks out of the ordinary, they immediately like question it. So
yeah, I was reading Richard Beckclap's question. I was actually doing I was ordering
that was a good question, Richard.
I was ordering bills from the feds. I was ordering $3,000-$4,000 worth of singles from the Fed from one bank. One of the other bank get a bunch of 5s from the Fed, another one from 10s, and I was just rotating and taking that same money I was getting from one bank and sending it right back to the same bank that same day within an hour or two. And I was doing that every denomination, not including, I was doing 36 boxes of halves a week. And I actually found out what it was about. It was because I wired that money to my daughter, and that's where this nightmare started. So yeah, it just showed me what kind of people are in this community, who's real and who's baloney. And I don't mean to offend nobody, but I'm a straight shooter and I speak my mind.
I think everyone out here can pretty much agree that for the most part, 98% of the people in the community are very down to earth and very humble and appreciative. But you're always going to have those bad apples in the bushel. That's all there is to it, and you just have to weed them out.
Yes, and I appreciate everybody trying to help me and all the emails and the support. I do appreciate it. And I'm still here. Ain't nobody gonna bully me out of nowhere. That's not gonna happen.
Hello, Steel Ringer. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you today?
Hey, we got your video going here. So, Mufid, you're more than welcome to hang out here if you want for the next hour and a half or so until I head off to work, or if you can go ahead and drop. It's up to you, but welcome regardless.
All right.
In fact, Mufid, since you're here, you want to play the bingo game here on September 4th?
Sure.
All right, so
What
I
do
need...
I gotta do?
Well, it's no purchases are necessary, and it's free for anyone who wants to play. But basically, what I need from you, you can either give me 10 numbers, and I'll add them to the spreadsheet for you to play on September 4th. If you show up, if you don't show up, you don't have to be. You have to be there to play, but if you don't show up, that's fine. And then the numbers you'll keep. We'll keep those numbers for a while, and then if you do show up on a future game, you already have your numbers in place and ready to go. Or if you don't want to choose your own numbers, I can spin them out myself and put them into the spreadsheet. It's completely up to you. That's actually what we're going to start the show with this evening. So I have 3 or 4 people out here that need their numbers. So.
Oh no, you could just go ahead and pick them. I'll try my luck.
All right. Well. All right, we can do that, Sarah. So. Yeah, that is on the agenda for September 4th, people, is we're going to do that bingo night, and we're going to spend the first time a little bit of the show here getting these numbers called out for people who are needing their numbers, and then we'll talk about other stuff. That's why we're going to do the bingo balls first, and then we'll talk about other stuff second. That way, if I go long, we can get the numbers out of the way anyway. So Mufid,
All
I
right.
didn't realize you were into the HVAC business as well. So we got a few of the people in that industry, because HVAC Residential Basics is definitely a full timer HVAC guy, and you are. And Steel Ringer actually utilizes your services from a commercial standpoint. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually do commercial or industrial refrigeration myself. So
Oh, nice. That's what I do. I handle the residential, the commercial refrigeration, in a lot of shopping malls in Indiana, Wisconsin, and Wisconsin. I do a lot of the restaurant build outs in the malls.
Did you say Indiana? How far? Huh?
Yeah. I'm in Indianapolis. I'm in Kenosha. All over.
I didn't realize that. I mean, you're not based out of Indiana, though, are you?
No, I'm based out of originally started my business in Chicago.
Okay. Because as soon as you said Indiana, I piqued my ears, because you know where I live at, and then Steel Ringer actually lives in Indiana as well.
Oh wow. Oh wow. What part of Indiana are you in?
Well, for me, I live down here across the river from Louisville, Kentucky, in Jeffersonville. And then Steel?
yeah, I'm east of Indianapolis.
Oh wow. Yeah, I actually have a beach house in Monticello right next to Rensselaer. And I have another one in Burlington, Wisconsin. Right there on Lake Schaefer.
Okay, yeah, up there by that. There was a park up there, if you will.
Yeah, amusement park. It's literally right across. My beach house is right across the lake.
Yeah, I think they closed that down, didn't they?
I haven't been there in about 7-8 months. I've been a bit too busy. I usually go there at night, in my little getaway at night with special someone, so to speak.
Yeah, it's a nice little lake. It was a nice little amusement park.
Yeah, I like going there in the wintertime and snowmobiling.
Yeah, but that'd be fun.
Yep. Work hard, play hard.
Absolutely.
Well, unless it's 95 degrees outside, then you work hard and stay inside and stay cool the best you can.
Yeah, my house is 67 degrees right now.
Wow.
Can't complain about that. HVAC, you're awful quiet over there. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm just sitting here enjoying the company.
Oh, your video's frozen. That's what's going on. Is it just me, or is his video frozen everywhere?
Backstage, I'm moving.
Yeah, it looks like it's frozen on my end too.
Hang on, let me drop and bring him back in. Hang on a second. Yeah, I have no video there, HVAC.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, you can hear me though, can you?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
My camera's on. The blue light's on.
Real
Yes.
quick here, Gold Maple, good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. Hey, I shipped out your shinies just this afternoon, so you should see them here in 4 to 6 months. Going to Canada? No, seriously. I just shipped out some shinies up to Nick Moeller, and it took about 3 weeks. So you should see them about 3 weeks or so that way. Miyoshi Bullion, good to see you. Welcome. And B Square and Strong Man Silver and Gold. Welcome.
I like this. This actually, I think it's better than StreamYards because I could actually read the chat when I'm on a panel like that, which I think is a lot better than StreamYards.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about, and all the platforms do this, you can, as a guest, you cannot chat back with the audience, which is stupid. But I actually talked to someone that somewhat is more of understanding on that concept, and I said the reason why they don't allow guests to chat inside the actual platform is because then you would be required to sign into YouTube or whatever your other platform is, and to avoid that much grief, they said no, the guests can watch the chat and the host can chat, but the guest can't chat out to the audience. So yeah, it works out pretty good as long as you're not wanting to chat back. If you want to chat, then you have to bring up the YouTube stream and bring up the chat within YouTube and to chat back to everybody.
Yeah, I'm more friendly. Tools are more friendly to me. As like hammers, screwdrivers, but computers, yeah, that's another thing.
Grim Metals, welcome to the show, and JM, welcome. So yeah, and it doesn't matter if it's StreamYards or if it's, in my case, MelonApp or Restream.io. They all do the same thing where a host can chat to the audience and the host can chat to the guest privately, but the guest can't chat to the audience, and that's just how it is. So
All right. Now, are you the same? Who's your stacker that's on Tupac?
I'm sorry, do what?
Are you the same? Who's your stacker that's on Tupac stream at night?
Yes, I am.
All
The
right,
one,
cool.
the one and only, I guess, at least in YouTube anyway.
All right, cool.
The one and only. Strawman Silver and Gold, what are your thoughts about August's price slamming of silver? Well, me personally, I wish it was $15 a troy ounce again myself, because I was really banking it back, earlier last year before beer flu hit. But and at the same time, it is, even back then, and a lot of people still say today that it is still undervalued, but at the same time, I don't want it going stupid either on price, because in my opinion, if the precious metals start going through the roof or to the moon or whatever, you have to question the economy as a whole. If your precious metals are starting to go through the ceiling like that, are starting to ramp up from a stupid price, what does that say about the economy, not only here locally but globally? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and get these balls going here. I'm going to switch out my sing here and put you guys in the background here for a little bit. See if this works today. So far, so good. All right. So we're going to go and get started here, and let me add you, MoveFed, to the list here.
Should I be writing these numbers down or no?
Yeah, you should. Write them down as I spin them out, because the spreadsheet here will be the master list. However, when you're playing, you want to keep track of your own numbers, because if you hit all your numbers, you're going to have to be the ones that yell bingo, right? So you'll want to keep track of your numbers. But this
Gotcha.
here, by having the spreadsheet here, it's going to make it a little bit easier for us to start the games off, because as Steel and as HVAC can attest, when the first time we did our dry run of Silver Stacker Bingo, it took a while to get the numbers down.
Yes, it did.
We're not going to do that this time. We're going to do it this time. We're going to do the numbers in advance, and then we'll have the numbers ready for game time. So let me go ahead and get this going. I'm going to start at the top of the list here. Jeff Crumpler, you still out here? Let's go ahead and get this going here. Let me know if this cage is too loud. If it is, I'll turn the volume down. Take that off.
Actually, we could turn the volume up a little bit. It'd be nice.
Oh, okay. Well, let me see if I can. Crank it up. Crank it up. Let's see if that helps. I'll spit them out 5 at a time, and I'll add them to the sheet. And then Crumpler, if you're still out here, you'll want to write these down, but this sheet will always be out here as well. So 24 is the first number. And how I'm doing this is, if you look at the spreadsheet here, we got 10 balls and 10 positions, which means we can really change up the games. And we'll go through this as the games actually start. But for now, we're just going to get these numbers in here so we can get these numbers assigned to everyone. So 24 for the first ball. And you guys can go ahead and chat away while I'm doing this. No reason to wait for me. HVAC, did you get any more shinies polished up on your end? I know you were into polishing up all those shinies there. I think we lost HVAC. Hey, little Stack Attack, good to see him, fellow Hoosier. How you doing, buddy? Jeff Crumpler, are you still out here? Doesn't look like he may went off. That's all right. So what the game plan is, we're going to we do the ball picks in advance, right? So like some people like to choose their own numbers. Others, like Jeff here, has no problem with me spinning out the ball. And I know some people like using the electronic version of bingo. I personally don't trust it. I rather go old school. Hence why I'm using bingo balls in the cage and doing it old school. 25. So each one of these take about 5 minutes to do. So is that you, HVAC? You just come back? 55.
I think rolling them out will make them nice and different across the board versus mine, how I did them all in kind of an order. So,
well, you saw what I did. You saw what I did with yours, didn't you? I actually mixed them up. Where you at?
I'm up towards the top, number 5. It's still showing there.
Oh, I thought I mixed them up.
Yeah.
All right. I thought I mixed them up for you. All right, Jeff Crumpler, if you're still here, there's your numbers for Silver Stacker Bingo. 24, 65, 47, 54, 57, 66, 25, 15, 55, and 53. So I'll shoot those to him later if he's not out here. I'll shoot those to him in an email later on here. All right, B Square, you're up. Let me reload the cage here.
Yeah, I think it'd be a kind of a good idea to go ahead and make maybe a card up with these numbers on them. That way we can, cover them with dimes or what have you, like you mentioned the first time. I think that'd be a pretty good idea.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I use my Mercs and cover everything up with Mercs. All right. He's up here. All right, B Square, you're up here. Yep, you're still out here. All right, here we go.
Might want to check backstage again when you get a chance.
Multitasking. Oh. Hello, HVAC. Here you are. You back?
Am I here?
Yep, video and audio now.
But am I frozen?
You are not frozen.
Okay, very good.
Let me go back big here. You guys go ahead and yak about here. So MUFED, you said 28 years, and was that all HVAC business industry for 28 years or what?
Yeah, pretty much. I used to work as a station engineer at one of the major hospitals in Chicago. I started doing this when I was 16. I went to a trade school, graduated. I was 16. I would say I was a black sheep of the family. I was buck wild, and then once I got into the business, I appreciated the trade. I loved it. When I go to work, it's not work to me. To me, it's fun.
You know what, HVAC? You've said the same thing in the past.
Oh yeah, yep. I love what I do.
I love it. I've met so many people. Been to a lot of places. I love making sheet metal, so it's fun.
Yeah, this week has been different for me. Check this out, Muffet. I do residential, but neither here nor there. System was having issues where it would drop down much colder than we had the thermostat set. I couldn't get it to do it while I was there. She wanted a Wi-Fi thermostat anyway, so and it's a zone system, a little Honeywell zone board.
All right.
I said, if you want a Wi-Fi thermostat, it's either the board or the thermostat. You want a Wi-Fi thermostat, let's just go ahead and I'll put you a Wi-Fi thermostat. And if that's the problem, great. We fixed it and you got your thermostat. So we put the thermostat on, and when I was putting the thermostat on, we hear a funny sound. I had to power off to the unit, of course, and nobody even thought about it. A lot of construction going on in this condo complex. Well, she calls back a couple hours later saying it's getting hotter in the house. I'm going, great, it broke, so it must be the zone board. No. one of the U bends in the evaporator blew out.
Oh,
I mean, it split wide open. And she's going, "What did you do?" It's like, I didn't touch anything. I promise you, I touched. She was standing there the whole time. It's like, I put my meter on the zone board and I changed your thermostat. I didn't hook up my gauges, nothing. So,
so the charge got blown.
oh yeah, that's what the big noise was. It blew everything.
Was it 22 or the 410A?
It's 410.
Oh, so you got lucky. It wasn't too expensive.
Well, I didn't do it. Yeah, I mean, she's got to get a new evaporator.
Was it on the warranty?
No, it's 5-year warranty on that one.
Oh man, too bad you couldn't get paid on the factory.
Well, I don't know what she's going to do. I just turned it over to the office, and it's like, well, we're moving in 2 years. I said, we'll put the coil in. Don't worry about it. If you're going to be here for 6 or 7 years, you may want to think about, it's 8 years old. You may want to think about something more efficient. So anyway, yeah, I want the management out there, and I'm like the senior tech out there, which I wasn't going to tell her that. It's like, okay, we'll send management out. So
the charge went into the residence.
It was in a closet in the garage.
Okay.
So, yeah. And so what did I do? I had another call where I had a bad run cap outside and motor was running hot, changed the cap out. Motor started overamping a little bit. I go up to tell the lady, hey, it started, but I don't think this motor is going to last. It's pulling too many amps, high amps. And okay, well, I'll just let it run. When it quits, I'll call you. I got back down to the unit. It died. So it's like, oh, great. So here's 2 systems now that have died while I've been on the job site. I go to another call yesterday, and it was a real estate thing. The people who are looking to buy the house had me come out and just look at some stuff. And it was a little air handler, heat pump. So I just pull the disconnect, make sure all the wiring's okay, and the drain pan and evaporator coil, which was nasty. So I go and plug it back in, and the motor doesn't start. What the X13 motors or the constant torque, whatever you want to call them, it doesn't start back up.
That's an expensive motor.
Yeah, it's like $1,100 for that thing, labor included. So I'm kind of freaking out. It's like the lady who was buying the house called us out to look at it while people were still living there. It's like, that's kind of weird. And I knocked on the door. Nobody came. When she comes driving up, says, I'm here. Let me show you what the report says, yada, yada, yada. So it was like, yeah, so 3 systems died this week on me while I was on the job site.
Oh, wow. I think I got you topped.
Oh, all right.
I put 2 10-ton rooftop units in at a nightclub in Harvey, Illinois, and I literally did this Friday morning. And this is for a new nightclub that's going up. It's for an older crowd. It's a stepping club where But anyways, I dropped the 2 10-ton units up there. And that's all I had to do was come back there the next day or Saturday morning and tie in the gas, the electric, low voltage, and I'm done. And I go back there Saturday morning, and somebody went up there and stripped them all down.
Oh, no. You should have put a cage on it.
Yeah, and the owner of the bar I've done work for many years, and I told him once we get these units up, put a cage on it because it's a real bad neighborhood. And so, yeah, don't worry about it. I got you. It didn't last 24 hours. So I've already got the units on order. But, yeah, I'm getting paid twice for the same job. Loving it.
Yeah, well, at least he can't blame it on you. These 3 customers are going, what did you do? What did you do? It's like, I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, it's like, oh, my God. I did a 12-bay car wash where I had to run all the water lines. It was actually the complex had a 12-bay car wash, hand car wash. It had a restaurant in it, a car audio shop, a restaurant, and a little liquor store, grocery store in it. and I ran all new copper plumbing throughout the whole house, coming from a 4-inch main. And all my pipes for the car wash and everything were up 16 feet, hanging off the rafters off the roof.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody went in there and cut everything out. And it literally took me about 3 weeks to run all that copper, up on a scissor lift. So yeah, that's gonna be a headache. I told the guy, you're gonna have to call your insurance company, because once it's attached, it's not my fault. No, it's not my problem. It's your property now.
That's right.
He was going back and forth trying to get me to do it for free. And I'm like, no, that ain't gonna happen, dude. I get paid once to do the job, and it's not my fault. Call the cops, make a police report, and deal with your insurance company. Then call me.
Yeah.
So